Picture this. You're sitting in a leasing office, staring at an apartment application. Or maybe you're at a car dealership and it suddenly hits you. You're completely stuck. You need this apartment or you need that loan. But because you're young and just starting out, you have absolutely zero credit history. It is literally the ultimate frustration for young adults right now. It's that classic credit catch-22, right? You need credit to get credit, but nobody's going to give you credit because, well, you don't have any yet. Honestly, it feels like a completely rigged game. But hey, take a deep breath. Today, we're going to fix that.
Welcome to This Explainer. For the next few minutes, I want you to think of me as your personal financial advisor. Our goal today is to completely demystify the US credit system for you. And look, I know it can feel incredibly overwhelming, but I promise you, getting a solid handle on your financial resume is absolutely within your reach. We're going to walk through a really simple, proven blueprint that's designed specifically to take you from having zero credit history, or maybe a not so great score, straight to rapid credit score excellence.
All right, here's our game plan for today. First up, the credit catch-22. Then, decoding your credit score. After that, we'll dive into essential daily credit habits, followed by strategic credit building moves. Finally, I'll share a fast-track bonus, and we'll wrap the whole thing up with your financial foundation. Let's get right into it. Starting off with Section 1, the credit catch-22. I really want to acknowledge this barrier right out of the gate. Facing rejections when you're literally just trying to get your adult life started is so incredibly discouraging. But listen to me. Building your credit score is actually not as hard as it seems. Breaking out of this frustrating loop doesn't require magic tricks, and you definitely don't need to be rich. It relies entirely on simple, proven steps. As your advisor, I want you to know for sure that you can absolutely master this system. All right, moving on to Section 2, decoding your credit score. Okay, let's get back to basics. What exactly are lenders looking at when they pull your file? Well, it basically all boils down to a simple 3-digit number. It ranges from a low of 300 to a maximum of 850. That's it. That single number shows lenders, landlords, and banks exactly how reliable you are when it comes to borrowing and, more importantly, repaying money. Think of it like your adult report card for money. Every single financial move you make is getting graded on this 300 to 850 scale. Let's actually contrast two very different financial realities here. A score above 700, that's considered good. When you hit that 700 mark, doors just open for you. You get way better interest rates, which literally saves you thousands of dollars over time, and your applications breeze right through approvals. On the flip side, though, if your score is sitting below 600, you are looking at a pretty tough road. You're likely going to face rejections, or if you somehow do get approved, the borrowing costs will be much, much higher. So our primary goal today is getting you firmly into that top category. And that brings us to Section 3, essential daily credit habits. Okay, pay attention because there is a single most important factor in your entire credit score, your payment history. I know it sounds super basic, but you absolutely must make it an ironclad habit to pay every single bill on time. I'm talking credit cards, utilities, your phone bill, the whole shebang. Why? Because honestly, even one late payment can cause your score to just completely tank. So as your advisor, here's my biggest pro tip for you. Set up AutoPay. AutoPay acts as this foolproof safety net so you never ever miss a due date. Just set it, forget it, and let it do the work for you. Now, this ties directly into another critical daily habit, which is governed by the 30% rule, your credit utilization. Credit utilization is really just a fancy term for how much of your available credit limit you're actually using. Let's say you have a credit card with a $1,000 limit. You should try your hardest never to let your balance go above $300. That leaves 70% of your credit totally available and untouched. So why do lenders care so much about this? Well, maxing out your cards makes them super nervous. It signals that you might be, overextending yourself financially. Keeping your usage below 30% proves to them that you don't desperately need the cash and that you can manage the credit you do have really responsibly. Okay, moving right along to Section 4, strategic credit building moves. So we've covered the everyday habits, but what if you have zero credit cards? Like, how do you even get the ball rolling? The secret weapon here is a secured credit card. This is absolutely the perfect strategic starting point for someone with no history. Here's how it actually works. You give the bank a cash deposit, let's say $200. That $200 deposit becomes your actual credit limit. Because the bank is physically holding your cash, there's literally zero risk for them. So you use the card regularly for a few small purchases, and you pay it off on time every single month. If you do this, I promise you'll actually start seeing visible improvements in your credit score in just 3 to 6 months. It's a total game changer. So let's quickly summarize your tactical playbook for building credit fast. Step 1, open that secured card and pay it on time every single time. Step 2 is incredibly important as you get a bit older. Keep your old accounts open. The actual length of your credit history really matters to lenders. Even if you aren't using your very first starter card much a few years down the line, do not close it. The longer those old accounts stay open, the better it is for your score. And finally, step 3, avoid unnecessary new applications. You really have to guard your score carefully.
Let me explain exactly why that third step is so crucial by defining something called a hard inquiry. See, every single time you apply for a new credit card or a loan, the lender pulls your actual credit report. This creates a hard inquiry on your file. If you go out and apply for, say, 5 different store credit cards in a single weekend just to get a quick discount at the register, you are racking up hard inquiries. Having way too many of these in a short period throws up massive red flags. It signals to lenders that you are desperate for credit, and trust me, it will lower your score. The rule of thumb? Only apply for new credit when it's absolutely necessary.
All right, let's look at Section 5, the Fast Track Bonus. I want to lean in here for a second and share a really powerful insider secret with you. If you want a super quick boost to your credit profile, there's actually a legal shortcut. You can become an authorized user. Basically, you can ask a trusted family member, usually a parent, to add you as an authorized user on one of their existing, long-standing credit cards. And here's the best part. You don't even need to use the physical card. As long as that family member has a long history of on-time payments and keeps their utilization low, all of that amazing credit history essentially gets copy-pasted onto your brand new credit file. It leverages their financial discipline to give you a massive head start. Just a quick warning, though, the primary account holder must actually be responsible. If they miss payments, those bad habits will copy over to your file too, so definitely choose wisely. Finally, we arrive at Section 6, your financial foundation. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this final mantra from our source material today. Building your credit score takes consistency, not luck. Read that again. Consistency, not luck. Your financial future isn't determined by some random roll of the dice. By paying your bills on time, setting up autopay, keeping your credit usage nice and low, and making smart, strategic decisions like starting out with a secured card, you are entirely in the driver's seat. Making these smart financial decisions right now will establish a robust, truly unshakable foundation for you in just a matter of months. So, the only question left for you is this. Are you ready to take control of your financial resume today? You now have the exact blueprint you need to completely bypass that credit catch-22. The tools are right there in your hands. But remember, the clock is ticking on your financial history. Every single month you wait is a month of good credit you could have been building. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. What is your first move going to be?